Alright, looks like the stream is up. Just a moment, I'm pulling it up on my phone at the moment. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of the BORA Speed Report. This is going to be the Call of Duty Premier Series Season 6 episode, and talking about some Season 7 stuff, but that'll be later on. Right now, it is currently just me here. It's been so long since I've streamed just by myself, I don't even know what to do. But it's just me. Select. I maybe died. I don't even know. Like, he just dipped. He probably fell asleep or something. I don't know. Hopefully he joins midway through. I'm in a call with him at the moment. So, perhaps he'll join. Maybe not. And if anyone else ever wants to join in a little bit, not really right now because I want to get to the intro part, all that done. But if anyone wants to join, talk about some Premier Series stuff, feel free just to let me know. And once again, if you're not following us on Twitter, this is the at BrosAura. Only 22 followers, but that's cool. I love each and every one of them. So, got a couple viewers already. How's it going, Mr. Brad Stover? Who else is in the chat tonight? Yeah, what's going on, everybody? So, we're going to start talking about the Premier Series in just a second. Excuse me. I like to let people get here and, just let everything settle down for a second. If anyone watched the stream and episode of the podcast from last night, I want to thank you guys so much because, wow, that was a blast, man. We recorded it like at midnight, or we streamed like at midnight, 1 Eastern, and as you can see, it did really well, 45 views. It was a pretty fun stream. So can someone in the chat let me know if my mic is working and if the stream is lag? I'm not really moving anything, but can't tell if the stream's laggy. Select isn't here to share screens for NR this time, so. And if anyone is here that wasn't here yesterday, we do have a, oh, there we go. Let's just get up that. Let's go to the Premier Series right here. Excuse me. We do have a BORA Discord server now. That is pretty cool. You can see all sorts of stuff here. We'll start talking about the Premier Series stuff in like literally 2 minutes. So, don't get impatient on us. You can just see what's going on over here. A bunch of cool stuff. Alright, so, I don't really know where select is. So we'll show the points off first. Let's actually start doing that right now. Let's just head on into it. I actually have to go into my deal with select right there. Yeah, and, oh, apparently I got disconnected. Cool. So here are the official standings from the Call of Duty Premier Series Season 6. I'm going to look on stream and see if that looks decent. Hasn't really come up yet. Yeah, I guess you can make it out. We'll quickly go through your chase drivers. First through 16th in points, TJ Hanley with his first career Premier Series championship. Then you got Ryan Kesey second, only 6 back. Hunter Spartan third, 15 back. And Keon Eddington rounding out the final 4 and 21 points back. Oh, that was a struggle. Nick Flood finished the highest out of the non-final 4 guys. So he got 5th in points. He got Eli Bright 6th, Logan Cadell 7th, Burt Forward 8th, Tim Randolph 9th, and Donovan Dewitt 10th. 2 rookies running out your top 10. That's pretty cool. Kyle Akers, Alexander Rowe, Mo Akers, Max Anderson, Cullen Francis, and Brayson Mitchell round out your chasers. Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to quickly mute my mic quick because I want to see if the sound is okay. So no one's here to tell me, so. Oh, I didn't mute. Damn. It is most definitely okay. So, now out of the non-chases, I'm going to actually go through most of the points, unlike I did for Trucks and Amateur, because this is the Premier Series, dang it. So, the 2 best drivers out of those who didn't make the chase were DEI drivers. Joseph Rakowski, who literally missed the chase by like 10 points. It was close. And then Bullet Bill, who ran his last Premier Series race this past week. I got 18th. Samet Oskin, who in the final 10 races of the season, it was impressive. The final 10 races of the season, if the season itself would have just been the chase, no races prior, Samet Oskin would have got 2nd in points, only 4 points out of the championship. So he really turned it on. He had 6 top 10s in the final 10 races. So that's pretty cool. So Samet Oskin really turned it on. Then you got a couple Robert H. racing cars with Lego Bush and TJ Friend. Kevin Villano really turning it up for Stuart Haas. They needed that. Perry Allen, I believe, is the highest finishing JGR driver in the chase, in the standings. Isaiah Ford for RCR, 24th, and Roush Racing, 25th. I didn't realize SHR was that consistent, man. 2 top 25s in points, so that's cool. Moving over to the next side, you got Tyler Kaiser, Nick Ventura, Brad Stover, Tebow Claudel, and Alvin Summers rounding out your top 30. Jeff Bright, who made a couple new friends after the Homestead race. He got 31st in points. Joe Jefferson, 32nd. You got Ruby Claudel, Jonathan Hoff, Muhammad Zain running out your top 35. Now, we're not doing that top 35 rule we talked about because the points were kind of iffy because a couple of chase drivers actually fell below the top 35 before I organized it where the chase drivers were in the top 16 regardless. So we're not doing that. Everyone that you see right here is eligible for the Premier Series next season. So that's cool. Then you got Adam Akers, 36th, Angie Brown, 37th, Raymond Fisher, 38th, Max Cadell, 39th, and Kapula Bai running out your top 40. And then we're going to spitfire these last ones real quick. You got Dalton Riley, Rebecca Tyler, Jay Jefferson, Luciana Reese, Bafood Sacco, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Tom Akers, Philip John, Drew Charles, and Tyler Flood scoring a whole 75 points this season. How about that? Kesey Motorsports running, both cars are 46th or worse. I guess that's why he's folding the Premier Series operation. How about that? Wow, we actually got through that really fast when it's just me. Cool. So that was the Premier Series official standings. Now is about the time if someone does want to jump in and talk about their season in Season 6, if you want to, or if you... I don't even know. This is awkward by myself. Everything I was going to talk about, I needed to select here. So let's try calling him up real quick. Now let's actually go back up and look at the points while that happens. Hopefully you guys can't hear the ringing because I can't. So that's cool. We got Nick in chat. How's it going? If you guys didn't watch the stream from last night or the episode today after it was up, we talked about a lot of things about next season of BORA. I'm going to quickly just recap it, spitfire. This season of BORA, Season 7, is only going to be Premier and Amateur. We all know this already. There's going to be no chase in either Premier or Amateur because the knockout chase format is really good if you're watching NASCAR, but running a series with it, it's kind of dumb. Like, if there was no chase, it was just the 25 races, TJ Hanley would have got 11th in points. I'm not taking that away from his championship. He ran the format, and he did as he was supposed to, and capitalized and won the championship, and that's fine and dandy. That's awesome. But I don't know, man. It's a lot better in real life, in my opinion. So next season, it's going to be only 20 races for both series. We're limiting it down from 25 down to 20. No chase. The LCQs will be live streamed, so that's going to be something really exciting and interesting. I'm actually looking forward to that. We actually had a couple announcements tonight, but unfortunately, the person who was going to be making the announcements couldn't make it, and I'm not even talking about Select this time. I don't know where he is, man. But so that's kind of the recap from the Amateur and the Premier Series, from the Amateur and Trucker Series podcast from yesterday. I do want to quickly mention, just in case someone wasn't here yesterday for it and they're here right now, if you want to own a Amateur or Premier Series team or both, you are more than welcome to. Just message us either on Discord, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube comments, anything you like. Just some way that we could see it and communicate. And we can talk or discuss what numbers are available for you to choose from. And sponsors. That's a big thing as a sponsor. Bigger than one might think. We don't want people to... Here's the exact example I used yesterday. We don't want someone to use like Lowe's or M&M's because that's a big sponsor already associated with a big car. And in real life, Lowe's doesn't really sponsor outside of Hendrick Motorsports. They might sponsor like the 5 or the 48, maybe even the 24. Not in real life, but in BORA. The 24 or like the 25. But they wouldn't go and sponsor like the 16 for Roush, you know? So that just wouldn't really make much sense. But there's a ton of sponsors out there that are not currently on a car. So there's plenty to choose from. And the car number, obviously, stuff like the 45, the 12, the 77, the 25, the 29, you know, the 21, the 16, the 24, not that one, the 3, the 14, the 88, stuff like that's more than likely going to be taken. So try thinking of a number that you don't even see on the points right now. That'd be your best bet. Although a lot of these numbers that are on the points are available for next season. Just for starters, the Okay, well, that didn't work out very well. The 10 next season will be available if someone wants it. The 00 next season will be available if someone wants it. I'm not going to go through all those right now unless you want a specific number, just because I'm kind of on the spot. But I do see a couple numbers that are available. If someone was to want it, the 81 is available. So yeah, there's that. I thought this would be a really long episode, but I'm by myself and I don't really have someone to bounce off with, so I'm probably gonna be forgetting stuff. Let's just move on to season 7 now. We already basically did, but let's officially do that. So, all right, let's oh damn, no, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I don't know where select is. All right, we're gonna give up on that. We're just gonna leave the call. You know what? I'm going to go into the BORA, in this thing, the BORA Discord, and just go in there. All right, people are talking. That's cool. So I'm just gonna go in there. If someone wants to pop in, feel free. We can kind of discuss Premiere. No hard feelings if you don't. I don't know what I was about to go do. Wow, this sucks. Oh, I do know what I was about to talk about. Okay, I do remember. I need to go back to the points, actually. So can I do that without leaving the call? Next season in BORA, in the Premier Series, we've been over this in, I think, the first episode of the podcast, but a lot of people didn't watch that, and we've made slight changes. There's going to be a 5-car team limit, not 5 car per user, but like a 5-car team limit. So, like, Team Penske's only going to be allowed 5 cars next season. But what they can do is they can bring a satellite team up into the Premier Series and have like a slightly less rated, but like branch off. Like in F1, you have Red Bull and Toro Rosso. In the Premier Series, Brad Keselowski Racing's been getting elevated up to the Premier Series. The max that they could have, though, is 2 for a new team. Obviously, it's 2. So Team Penske essentially has 7 cars, but 2 of them have like less rating. So that's what the guaranteed rides from the Amateur Series for Penske got, or in Brad Keselowski Racing. They're not the only team that's doing stuff like that. We just haven't completely worked out all those details because it's only day 2 of the offseason. Something else that, if you weren't in the Amateur Series stream, you didn't hear. Hendrick Motorsports, for example, is not going to be having an Amateur Series team next season. They're going to be using Junior Motorsports. And if both do really well next season, you might see Junior Motorsports get boosted back up 2 seasons from now to the Premier Series as a satellite team. Stuff like that. What we were going to do is have Kevin Harvick Incorporated become a satellite team to RCR, but KHI just, had to be pretty decent this season in both, getting a win and almost having 2 cars in the Final Four. They were really close. Daniel Williams kind of got caught up in a wreck later on in the season, and that didn't happen. But Kevin Harvick Incorporated is leaving their Premier Series team. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. I forgot we have guaranteed rides. That is like a last-minute thing to keep them up there because of the guaranteed ride. So ignore that part. I guess we can talk about the guaranteed rides for next season of the Premier Series. If you made the chase of season 6 of the Premier Series, you're guaranteed if you won it. So TJ Hanley has a new lifetime guarantee driving for Rich Petty Motorsports. That's as long as he wants it. He can drive it till season 30 of the Premier Series if we keep it that long. He doesn't even have to bother signing up. Nick Flood already has that for RCR. And Keon Eddington has that for Hendrick Motorsports. So Ryan Kesey has a guaranteed ride for next season, as well as Hunter Spartan, Keon Eddington, everyone in the top 16 in points. But they're not the only ones, as I'm not going to be able to see chat for a second, so if someone does say anything, I won't be able to read it for a little bit. We'll start with the Truck Series Premier Series, or the Truck Series guaranteed rides for the Premier Series next season. So Otto Velmont and Jason Larker are both going to be bringing Red Horse Racing up to the Premier Series. Not quite sure on the numbers yet. I think we're leaning towards 17 and 71. I could be wrong with that. Select is actually the guy who has the rosters written down, as well as the numbers. We kind of link to them, but it's subject to change. Everything is basically subject to change. So it's only day 2 of the offseason. Wolfgang Schultz is going to be bringing Nimco up to the Premier Series. That's pretty cool. David Straight's going to be joining the RCR Premier Series team. And Tommy Kesey is going to be bringing ThorSport back into the Premier Series. They haven't been up into the Premier Series since Season 4 with Jay Jefferson. So that's pretty cool. Then let's move to the Amateur Series. Keith Stevens who also made the chase in the truck series, won the championship in amateur, and he's going to be joining the already stacked Red Bull team. So that's cool. Glenn Dewitt's going to be joining Brad Keselowski Racing. Kyle Ness going to be moving up to RCR. Landon Finway as well is going to be joining Brad Keselowski Racing. And Caitlin Wilhelm will be joining Richard Petty Motorsports, being a teammate to TJ Hanley. So that's pretty cool. And Gustav Odenberg will be in the Kevin Harvick Incorporated car. Or no, he's going to be in RCR. I lied about that. He's going to be in RCR. Drive. I'm not quite sure the number. I think it's going to be number 33. I think that's what we worked out with Summit, because he drove for Kevin Harvick Incorporated, but we had plans for that, and that was kind of before the last minute decision. So he kind of got a better deal out of it, if you ask me. But if you finished 6th through 10th in the amateur series, you did get a guaranteed ride to remain at your amateur series team. So that goes like Richard Sweet at RCR, David Cervantes at RCR, Damien Sohn at RCR, Wilhelm Scholz at Robert Yates, and Ty Morrow at MWR. And then the truck series, if you finish 6th through 10th in points, you as well got guaranteed rides in the amateur series with your truck team. So that's like, or actually it's 6th through 12th, or 8th through 12th, I guess, because Landon Finway and Keith Stevens already have from your series guaranteed rides. So Ryan Spangler has guaranteed rides with KHI, Tammy Durek with Penske, Cynthia Bright with RCR, Justin Flood with Roush, and Carter Friesen with Thorsport. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. The signups, man, I also do know that I got asked on Twitter when signups were in a DM, actually. So that's pretty cool. DM us, man. We'll love to talk. But we got asked when signups were, and I think we're going to aim towards the last weekend of November, 1st of December. Gives us a little bit of an off season, and then right back into it towards the beginning of the year. So, and the reason we're spacing out signups in the season is because in case we do have to paint something, just like anything really, make like minor changes to something, we won't have time, and we have time to get everything ready. We're actually going to stick to a schedule this year. I don't know about the days because that's hard, and we're just not good at that. We are going to try sticking to an actual like schedule, like Daytona, and then like Rockingham, Atlanta, Watkins Glen, something random like that. So that's pretty cool. We will release the schedule on Instagram between signups and the season. So look out for that. That's been pretty cool. And I should also mention, if you do decide to own a team, I can't speak for anyone else, any of the bros or literally any of the other subscribers, anybody, but I personally am not going to be able to paint your car for you. I can kind of hold my own in painting. I made a lot of the BORA paint schemes that we used this season. I ain't taking credit for the Kesey Motorsports ones. I didn't do those. But I did make a lot of them. I'm just not nearly as good as a lot of people, and it takes me a really long time, and I just don't really have the time. So if you do want to own a team, feel free to. Like I said, just work with us for the information first. But you're going to have to come up with your paint schemes on your own. Maybe ask Select. He's kind of good at painting, or not kind of, he is actually really good at painting schemes now. I know Nick Ventura is pretty decent at painting schemes. And a couple of the subscribers are as well. I don't want to name names in case they get bombarded with a request, and I don't want to flood them. So that's what the Discord is for, actually. I just want to once again repeat, I personally will not make your schemes unless, like, you hit me up with a really good sob story, but then don't expect anything special because I kind of suck at it. So that's basically it, man. I don't really know what else to say right now. Had Selective actually joined, we could have gone over the available numbers because, like I said, he has that written down. I don't. We also went over this, and I don't know who's here. We have 8 people watching right now, which is pretty cool, but I don't really know who those 8 people are, so I can't really. I'm just kind of repeating stuff from the amateur series just in case someone didn't see that stream. But during this off season, for like the next month and a half, we'll be probably releasing a handful of BORA top 10s. So the first one is already almost done edited. Already edited. How am I going to word that? I'm not going to say what it is just in case something comes up and I push it back or I put something in front of it. But it is really cool. It took a lot of work to get not only the clips, but the just like put everything in order because we've had a lot of BORA races. But expect that out middle of next week. I don't want to spam you guys with like streams and videos and stuff. And something more important to mention. Expect the top 10 and stuff as well. But we're gonna be trying to do the BORA speed reports every Friday, even once the season starts. The speed report on Friday, the amateur series on Saturday, and the premier series on Sunday. And the speed report will almost always be live because it makes a lot more sense to do it live. Just in case we get questions, or it's just a lot more fun to do it live, in my opinion. And then the amateur series LCQs and the premier series LCQs will be streamed live as well. Hopefully, obviously I can't really tell if I fixed the OBS settings because I'm not really doing anything. Oh God, did the stream end? Yo, anyone watching, do you know if the stream ended? I don't really know if the stream ended or not. So if I'm still alive, guys, I apologize. Let me check right here. Because it definitely ended on my phone. And I ain't seeing it. I haven't seen a new comment in a really long time, so I don't really know what's going on here. Alright, we're good on stream. Thanks, thanks, Joseph. So that's awkward, slightly. Damn, I don't even know what I was saying. I think we might just end it here. I expected help with the stream from our stats man, but he just dipped. So I don't even remember what I was talking about just now either. So that's pretty cool. Oops, wrong one. Damn, I can't even get back to points. I'm flustered. Right there. Oh, I'm blind. All right, anyways, so that is the points. Oh my God, this is terrible. Great episode of the speed report. My goodness, this is just fantastic, ain't it? Why is this broken on my phone? But yeah, we're probably just getting it right here. Just expect another episode of the BORA speed report next Friday. Hopefully my stat man is here this time, and we can finish going over like the available card. I know one of the big things we got asked about in the BORA Discord server was the available numbers, and I could try giving you those right now, but it would be kind of hard because I don't have anything written down. That's all select. So yeah. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Sorry this stream kind of turned to hell towards the end, but you live and you learn. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, see you guys next time. Goodbye.